Beautiful Australia. Lovely long summer evenings. Gorgeous sunlight, almost too hot even for us. Lots of green around, not a lot of people. But is that going to be the only difference between the last two World Cups? And that's what I've been thinking about, and the answer is an emphatic, overwhelming no. So how is this World Cup going to be different? Number one, the wickets. There's enough been talked about the wickets. The wickets are going to be hard, bouncy, not dusty, not slow. The ball will not stop and come. It will not take its time. It will hurry up to you, and bounce will be very different. And so just the manner of playing cricket will be very different. India won 2011. If you had to give me one reason why India won 2011, because Yuvraj became your fifth bowler and you played 7 batsmen. Slow tracks, you could bowl 30 overs, sometimes 32, 33 overs of spin as well. Not possible here unless you're playing quality spinner. So that is change number one. Lots of rules have changed. 2 new balls, that happened, which means the ball is much harder. Less reverse. Subcontinent bowlers like reverse swing. Less reverse. Outfields will be good. When it finishes, your ball will be 23, 24 overs old as you get into the last over. So it's not going to reverse such a lot unless you've really worked hard on it. So that's second thing that's going to go against subcontinent teams. Number 3, matches played in Australia, huge outfields. Huge outfields, you need athletic fielders, you need strong throwing arms, you really need to field well inside the circle to prevent the ball from going outside. Athletic teams will benefit. Subcontinent teams are not always geared. The India's a better fielding side, but not always geared in that area. What it means though is that, in short, this is going to be a wicket-taking World Cup. If you don't take wickets early on, then these pitches will settle into beautiful batting pitches, but also towards the end, on these large outfields, you have 4 fielders that is dotted somewhere there, like stars in the big sky, just stars there, 4 fielders outside. How do you defend with just 4 fielders outside on really good batting surfaces? So this is going to be a wicket takers World Cup. It's going to be a good seam bowlers World Cup. And because conditions are like that, it's not going to be a dibbly-dobbly bowlers World Cup. And so the teams that will benefit are the teams that play 5 bowlers. 5 bowlers, 6 batsmen, not good enough to win it. So the original definition of an all-rounder comes back in. And that's why I think Australia are favourites, because they've got the Watsons, the Marshes, the Faulkners and the others. I think New Zealand have a very good chance because they've got Grant Elliott, Cody Anderson, Luke Ronchi, who's wicketkeeper, who bats really well, that kind of team. South Africa don't have a Callis, don't have a Klusener, don't have a Pollock, don't have that kind of player. So they're struggling with that number 7 player to get the team balance right. Their all-rounder is Dumini, who's a slow bowler, not a subcontinent World Cup, remember. So it's set for Australia to be the favourites. Maybe New Zealand in their home conditions, but they come to Australia to play a final if they do make it. So it's looking to me at this stage, unless they come apart like Australia's World Cup. Subcontinent teams, I think making a semi-final is a good result. Once you get there, of course, you're 1 game away, anything can happen thereafter. But I think if India make the semi-finals with this side, struggling with the openers, new ball not taking wickets, spinners not effective on these tracks, India will have to bat out of their skids. So I think semi-final will be a good result.
If you want to stay up to date with all my video blogs, hit the subscribe button.